Hi everyone, David with Zachos Realty and Design, broker and owner. Wanted to share a story with you that really kind of resonates, and I'm hoping that this story shows you that we really take care of our clients. In this particular case, this is a story about Kim. She was an owner that wanted to sell her home. At the time, she was dealing with a very sick husband, and it starts out really, I'm going to back up a little bit because I used to be a deputy detective here, and sometimes when I can't find a house on the market for a particular client, I actually dig deeper and I look high and low to see if I can find them something, and that was that particular case. I had some clients looking for a home in a couple different neighborhoods in Nokomis and couldn't find them anything. So I was driving around neighborhoods just looking for opportunities, and lo and behold, I saw a little small sign at the bottom of the street on the main road. I mean, you wouldn't hardly notice it, and I'm sure other people didn't, but I was specifically looking for sale signs, and I saw the little sign with an arrow for sale. Didn't say anything else, and it was only probably 6 inches by 12 inches. So I followed that sign, turned around the corner, went down the street, and lo and behold, there was a for sale by owner sign in the front yard. I knocked on the door and came to the door, and I told her, I explained, I have somebody looking in the neighborhood. They may be interested in your home. And I asked for the features and for a tour. So on a very positive note, Kim was open to work with me as a realtor and give me the opportunity to sell her home. So I did take some pictures, information, and I passed that along to my buyer. In this particular case, they decided that that was not the home for them, but I did go back, gave Kim a call and let her know that, and I can tell her she was very disappointed. And then it was that point that we started talking a little bit further. She had shared with me that she had a very sick husband who had to be in and out of the hospital, rehabs over the time. It became apparent to her that she could not maintain this home on their own. This couple, older couple, was very hands-on type of people. He was a builder, and they often took on projects, fixed up homes, built homes from scratch, and did everything themselves, as many of the older generation do. I know my father was that same way and would do everything around the house. And now that he's not there to help her, she was becoming a little bit overwhelmed. And the fact that the medical bills and all this, she knew she had to sell the home. So what I did was I sat with her, went through the home, and I said, Kim, you know what, I can help you. Let me take some time and I'll do what we do for our clients. I'll take some pictures, I'll give you a list, I'll tell you what you need to do, because in order to get the top dollar that you really need to get out of this house to help your situation, then you need to spend a little time in preparing it. And she didn't have time to prepare it. The house, when I walked through, was, cluttered, and the roof was dirty. She actually had somebody come out and look at the roof and told her that she needed to replace the roof. Again, I take it to heart that there are some people out there, some contractors out there that like to take advantage of the elderly. I dealt with that many times as a detective working in Venice for all those years. I hate when that happens and I get involved. So we found her somebody to take a look at the roof. The roof did not need to be replaced. It simply needed to be cleaned up, repaired a little bit, and painted. So we ended up coming up with a list that we shared with her, pressure washing the roof, painting the roof, decluttering the house. I gave her suggestions on emptying out some roof, moving furniture around. In this particular case, the house backed up to a wall at the end of the subdivision, but you could see the busy highway beyond. So we made some recommendations to plant some shrubbery, take down some distracting lattice that was on the pool cage, pressure wash the deck, fix a few things here and there, declutter the garage, and I could go through the list, but I remember this house distinctively just needed a lot of little things. Some of these things, Kim took care of them herself, and others we recommended, again, valuable contractors that came in and did the work. So once we did all this work, we put the house on the market in no time at all. We had a nice offer. This was a time before the craziness in the market, but we love doing real estate. We have a serving, helping heart. And so when it comes to the preparation, even meeting handymen there while she was at the hospital or rehab, letting people in, we take care of all that. We then went into contract. We negotiated for her. We kept track of the deadlines, the escrow deposits, the contingencies. We kept the process moving smoothly. I do know there was a little bit of a snag in this one because she wasn't quite ready to move out, so we had to renegotiate a lease back on her behalf. We did that, and everything worked out fine. We were there through the entire process. She didn't have to worry about anything. She was constantly running to the hospital, the rehab center, and by the way, on this particular case, she didn't have a place to move to because she was so focused on selling. Now that she was there, we negotiated that lease back. We had to quickly find her a home. Coincidentally, it worked out that another deputy buddy of mine, he was selling his father's home. It was a 2-2, much smaller home, no pool, a lot less maintenance, and a lot better condition, so that worked out perfectly for her. If you or anyone you know is in a similar circumstance, needs to downsize, please reach out, keep us in mind, share my information. Happy to speak with you and discuss. All right, thanks for watching. Take care. Talk with you again soon.